Thanks for joining our webinar. Our goal over the next few minutes is to give you all the information that you're going to need to get a solar system 100% paid for by the state and federal incentives available to you. But best, by doing it without taking any money out of your pocket. Now, in fact, during this webinar, I'm going to show you how solar pays you for sending electricity back to the grid, why free solar leases are a scam, how to save thousands of dollars in taxes when you go solar, and show you how easy and painless going solar can be. Now, before we begin, I want to make sure you stay on until the very end of this workshop because I have a nice surprise for you. If you stay on until the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you 2 special bonuses. You won't want to miss it. My name is Jonathan Welly and I love what I do. I get to help people completely eliminate their electric bills so they can save money and do what's most important to them. Like going on vacation, or spending more time with their family, saving for retirement, and setting up a college fund for the kids. My company is Sunfoundry Solar. We design, finance, and install solar in the state of New Jersey. I've been in solar since 2008. My team has designed and installed hundreds of residential and commercial solar systems. We also provide warranty, operations, and management for some of the largest solar portfolios in the state. We pride ourselves on the best of class equipment, installation, and experience. I get to wake up every day and help people. And if you want more money for your family, I welcome you to listen closely and I will show you how to 100% eliminate your electric bills. But more than that, I'll show you how you can actually earn more money in the process without spending a dime. Now let's show you how to never have an electric bill again. Now as we work our way through this workshop, you may have some doubts, you'll surely have questions, just as I did before I made the switch to solar myself, twice. This was our first house with solar, which was number 74 out of the first 100 solar systems installed. And this is another one we did a few years later. Now here's some facts about solar in New Jersey right now. There are 97,000 solar systems installed in New Jersey. We rank number 3 in the nation for solar. New Jersey has some of the best programs for renewables and energy efficiency, and the New Jersey Clean Energy Master Plan calls for 100% renewable energy by 2050. Now I'm sure you've heard some myths about going solar, like it's too good to be true. But that's only true when you lease solar, not when you own it, and I'm going to show you why in a bit. Second myth, I don't have the money to buy solar. This is definitely not true, because we take the federal tax credit that you get for solar and we use it to offset the cost of the system. Then you get paid for electricity your system produces every month. After that, the money you get from additional incentives from the government actually covers the entire cost of your financing, which can be as low as 0% interest. Now stay tuned, I'm going to show you how. The third myth, I don't like the way solar panels look. Now, we only install solar that looks professional. That means black panels, black cells, black backsheet, black frames, an integrated skirt in the front, and wherever possible, we are looking for the most aesthetic and symmetrical array possible. We call this next part revealing the truth about solar. What happens when you buy a solar system? Well, firstly, you're going to get a $9,000 tax credit. 30% of the cost of your solar system comes back in the form of a direct tax refund for taxes that you have paid. So if you pay taxes, which of course you do, you'll get 30% of the solar system back when you file your taxes. Now, it's worth mentioning here that the tax credit is going to go down over time. At the end of next year, it goes from 30% to 26%, then 22% in 2021, and then 10% permanently. How do you get it? You get it through a one-page form that we fill out for you called a 5695 form. We fill it out, you send it to the accountant, and then you'll get that tax credit. Next, you get solar renewable energy credits. Very important in New Jersey. They're worth about $190 a month. Now, what is an SREC? It's a solar renewable energy credit, and it's part of a program which is sponsored by the utilities where companies who sell electricity in the state are required as part of a mandate to either buy SRECs or pay a penalty. So they look to buy SRECs a little bit less than the penalty for their compliance obligation with the Board of Public Utilities. So what will happen is your solar system, once it's installed, will produce electricity, and for every 1,000 kilowatt hours, you get one SREC. There's a market for SRECs where the utilities eventually end up buying them during the course of the year. We automatically sell them for you and then transfer the money into your account. And this is just a screenshot of one of our customer accounts who's generated over $7,625 to date from their SRECs. Now, SRECs are a 10-year program, so you'll have them for 10 years. That's a good deal. $190 a month for 10 years. Next, you get the electricity from the solar system, which is worth about $175 per month. Now, over the past 15 years, electricity rates in the U.S., and particularly in New Jersey, have gone up over time, around 3.2 to 3.7%, depending on where you are. And it generally goes up with supply side increases as well as inflation. So you have to ask yourself, what are you currently paying for electricity? Are you paying $100, $150, $175? And what do you expect to pay tomorrow? Will it be $200? Will it be $250? Or will it be $300? Do you have any control over your future costs? Now, solar panel installations provide control of your electric costs, freedom from the utility companies, and the elimination of your carbon footprint, which is going to be very important in the upcoming years. Now, how does this work in practice? This is how a solar system works. We put panels on top of your roof, and they will immediately begin to generate electricity. The electricity passes through your home where you get first rights to the electricity, and at any given time, if there's an excess, it goes out into the grid. Now, most people are going to be at work during the day when the sun is shining, so what normally happens is during the day, you're pushing electricity out to the grid, and then at night, or whenever you need it, you're taking it from the grid. Now, the goal here is over the course of the month and the year for you to end up with a net zero electric bill. We want those things to cancel out, so you will be a house that does not net of the year use any electricity. And this is done by keeping track of it with a net meter. So when you're done with the solar system, we're going to put a net meter on. It's going to measure electricity both ways. And if we do our job properly, which we will, your electric bill should be gone. This is a screenshot from a JCP&L electric bill, and this is what it should look like when you go online to your system. This customer has not had an electric bill in 7 years. Next, I just wanted to take just a few minutes to address this free solar. You can't go out on the internet without getting a dozen messages about free solar. There's trucks all over the place talking about free solar installation. You probably got phone calls. There's probably people knocking on your doors. Free solar, nothing is free. Now, when people are talking about free solar, they're talking about a program which essentially will take all the benefits from a solar installation and give it to somebody else. So there are companies out there who want to own solar systems, and they pay contracting firms to sell their deal. And the deal is that you, as a homeowner, will host a solar system and get a discount to your electric bill. It could be 10, 20, maybe 30%, which at face value sounds like a really good deal. Hey, I don't have to pay any money. out of my pocket, and oh, you save money. It's a win-win, they say. Well, the question is, what happens to the rest of those benefits we just talked about? The tax credit, the SRECs, where do they go? Well, they go to a third party. They go to whoever owns the solar system. So that tax credit of $9,000, that's going to somebody else. The SRECs, which are worth around $23,000 over time, that will go to someone else. And then, even though you do get a discount to your electric bill, you still have to pay forever. I haven't paid an electric bill in, well, on the one system since 2002, and on the second system since I think it was 2009. So the point is, the whole goal of going solar is not to pay for electricity forever. It's to not have to pay for electricity. Um, so some people think that the power purchase agreements and the solar leases are a good deal. We don't think that they're the best deal. We think that they cost you a lot of money over time, as you can see here, and we think that leasing solar or going with a power purchase agreement is specifically designed to transfer the maximum benefit to somebody else instead of you, while providing the homeowner the least benefit possible. And that's why we will only provide solutions that are best for our customers. We encourage you 100% to utilize our program and our system so that you can own your solar, increase the value of your home, and not have to pay for electricity again. Now, when you buy solar, this is what happens. These numbers are based around round numbers around a $30,000 solar system. You get a 30% federal tax credit of $9,000. You get the $190 a month from the SRECs. You get the $171 a month from the electricity. Over the 10-year life of the SRECs, they're worth about $23,000. That's not even including doing something with the money over that time. That's just, you know, straight cash. The electricity, because you know that electricity prices go up every year, is worth a lot more. So combined, when you look at it over the long term of the life of a home, the life of the system, solar systems have an operating life of 35 years. So over 30 years, you'd be making around $138,000. So the question is, what would you do with that money? Would you invest it? Would you use it to buy a boat? Would you use it to pay for some of your children's college? There's a lot of things you could do with that money. Now, at the beginning of this workshop, I said that if you hung with us while we go through everything, that we would give you two bonuses. And this is what we're going to do. On top of this $138,000, we're going to give you free lifetime monitoring of the system. That's going to be on an iPad app or an iPhone app. It's going to show you your production. It's going to track all your results. It's going to give you all your SRECs. It's going to auto report into the system that mints them for you. It's worth about $2,500. And then we're also going to give you free black on black panels, which is about a $5,000 value. So ultimately, that's over $138,000 to you by going solar, plus $7,500 in bonuses. So now you're asking, John, how much is this going to cost? Because you just said that solar is not free. Or is it? How much is this going to cost? $171 a month. And you say, wait a second, that's almost exactly what I pay now. I don't really get it. Today, in the state of New Jersey, it does not cost any more to go solar than what you're currently paying. And if that was the only thing it did, we would probably say that was good. I mean, if you're not going to pay any more and you fix your cost for electricity so it never has to go up, You protect yourself against rate increases. You reduce your carbon footprint. You're doing the right thing for the environment. That in and of itself would be a plus. I think of the analogy: if you had this magic gas card from like 1985 or 1995 that said you could get $1.50 gas forever, that would be awesome. So this is sort of like that. But on top of that, you get these SREG proceeds. So you basically replace a your electric bill with your solar. You're switching from the dirty fossil fuel power to clean renewable energy at no additional cost and getting all those extra dollars at the same time. That's why we call this a no-brainer. So I hope that you're getting a lot of value out of this workshop. I hope you can see what kind of incredible opportunity this is and how you can benefit from the environment we're in. The government is going to give you a huge tax break of 30% of the cost of a solar system. The utilities will pay you to produce electricity and put it back into the grid. And we have 100% financing options that allow you to take hold of the solar system and have it completely pay for itself through the savings and the incentives. There will be no better time than now to go solar. The SREC program will be closing when it reaches capacity or in 2021, whichever comes first. And as we saw, the investment tax credit, the 30% tax credit from the federal government, will be going down over time and phased out as well. Now, this process that we've described is the exact process you should use if you never want to pay for electricity again and get paid for in the process. So what we can do for you is we can show you how solar can give you a 20% return on your investment, which is 3 times higher than the stock market. Our team can provide you with a best-of-class solar experience and value. We provide a superior value through this process that has allowed 97,000 homes in New Jersey to eliminate their electric bill. Now, maybe you came to this workshop today because you're fed up writing checks to utility every month, or maybe you want to make more money every month for your family, or learn about the incentive programs before they run out. So basically, you have 2 choices right now. One, you can stay the course, keep paying your electric bill, lose control, and pay more as prices increase. Or 2, you can dig deeper into the solution, apply what we've covered today, and never have to pay for an electric bill as long as you live, and get paid a dividend to do it. So let me tell you who this is perfect for. Homeowners who hate having to pay high electric bills, and customers who want a guaranteed way to finally eliminate their electric bill, receive a positive cash flow from their solar system, plus get an extra $9,000 in a tax refund. Or maybe you're tired of having to monitor your appliances and your air conditioning. Or maybe you've sat through solar presentations before and just weren't that impressed. Or maybe you're concerned about climate change and want to reduce your carbon footprint. But if any of this sounds like you, I'd like to invite you to fill out a short form so only I can see if this can work for you. It's only your address and phone number. Now this is what will happen. First, I'm going to use some advanced software to analyze your property and see how I might be able to help you eliminate your electric bill. Then, I'm going to review the exact details of the program, including pricing with you, and I'll answer any and all questions that you have. Then, if this resonates with you, I'll open up the door so we can work together. Otherwise, if it's not for you, we can just part as friends with no hard feelings. Regardless, when we are done, you will have a roadmap for what you need to do if you want to be free of an electric bill. Now, below this video, you can click on the button that's right below, or the image that says Analyze Your Roof, and that will put you into a form where you'll just put in your name and address, and that will allow us to have all the information we need to be able to do our review of your home, and then we'll be following up with you. Again, think about that number, $138,000. how much is that worth of your time? Is that worth 30 minutes or an hour to learn about what's possible on your property? If it sounds worth it, just click the button below or that image. All right, great. On behalf of Sunfoundry, I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this webinar. Please share this with your friends. Solar is a great opportunity for us to do something great for the planet and take advantage of all the incentives that we have in New Jersey. So I look forward to working with you, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you.